Back in the U.S., Democrats are claiming to have the momentum today after wins up and down the ballot Tuesday night. From a big win for governor in Virginia to history being made at the local level in the Commonwealth. Correspondent Peter Doocy reports from Arlington on what it all means as the political dust settles.
Republicans were run out of Virginia last night, and Democrats say there's more where that came from.
Tonight is a wake-up call.
Not only did Governor-elect Ralph Northam earn the most votes for governor in Virginia history, but Democrats flipped at least 14 seats in the House of Delegates, sending the first openly transgender candidate, the first openly lesbian candidate, and the first Democratic Socialist candidate, among others, to Richmond.
You have sent a message across the globe to South Korea. Donald Trump, you don't stand for our values.
Good morning, everyone.
The Democrat who stands to become Speaker if the party wins back the House thinks last night will have Republicans heading for the exits to avoid a tough political atmosphere.
We get the fresh recruits and they get the retirements. We get the A-team.
But the governor-elect himself said this morning it's hard to tell if last night signals the start of a Democratic wave. And Northam is clear that he wasn't used by national Democratic leaders looking for a high-profile victory in the Trump era.
Yeah, I don't think that I had been, taken over by the national agenda. I certainly think there were a lot of comments being made, but this is about Virginia.
For all the talk about Trump in the wake of Northam's win, there was none in Ed Gillespie's concession speech.
I felt called to serve. I hope God will discern what his calling is for me next.
A person familiar with the president's political operation tells Fox the president gave Gillespie a big boost in the southwestern part of the Commonwealth. And the president thinks he knows why things didn't go Gillespie's way, tweeting, quote, Ed Gillespie worked hard but did not embrace me or what I stand for. Don't forget, Republicans won 4 out of 4 House seats, and with the economy doing record numbers, we will continue to win even bigger than before. The so-called Bannon wing of the GOP piled on, with Breitbart News calling Gillespie a swamp thing after he lost. And that kind of sentiment can be very damaging to gubernatorial candidates in Virginia, according to the last Republican to win, Bob McDonnell.
I think Virginians are very much independent. They very much look at Washington, and they typically don't like what they see in the nation's capital, and they vote the other way in Virginia. And I think this was a good example of that.
It sounds like senators on both sides of the aisle are getting ready to do something that Ed Gillespie never did, and that's invite President Trump to their battleground state, because a GOP aide tells me tonight the Senate map for the midterms is very pro-Trump. That's why so far even Democrats haven't been afraid to ride on Air Force One with him. Brett?
Peter Doocy live in Arlington, Virginia. Peter, thank you.